You're going to see images today of President Trump in court. And these are not related to the criminal cases that have been filed either in state courts or federal courts. This is a civil case brought by the Attorney General's office in New York. This is alleging that the Trump organization committed fraud and
by inflating the value of assets.
They want a payment to New York City of $250 million.
And the disgorgement of his businesses. They want to appoint a receiver that will take over the operations of the Trump organization. Only way you could view this, with a statute that doesn't require intent, does not require that there's harm to an individual. So there's no victim here. So they want to charge a $250 million penalty and at the same time have him not run his businesses anymore and either disgorge all the assets, which means sell them, or have it run by a receiver. This is what the president sent on his way in. Take a listen.
So very simply put, it's a witch hunt. It's a disgrace. We have a corrupt attorney general in this state. You see how she does? This trial was railroaded and fast-tracked. This trial could have been brought years ago, but they waited till I was right in the middle of my campaign. The same with other trials and indictments. It's all run by DOJ, which is corrupt in Washington. Everything goes through them. They're all corrupt people. Frankly, our country is corrupt. And that's one of the reasons I'm running. We're going to straighten it out.
And now the civil suit is to, as I said, the criminal cases, they try to destroy liberty, your ability to be free. The civil suit, they try to destroy your livelihood.
And your children's.
Yes.
They're going after his two sons as well.
Correct.
Eric Trump and Don Jr. So, again, I mean, they want this done all by December 22nd. There's going to be obviously appeals here, even to the initial ruling by this judge on that there was already fraud in the real estate valuation, which was like, I mean, he didn't even look at Zillow. Places that
here's what they
usually
did.
Undervalue property as well.
They took Mar-a-Lago as an example. That's one you're hearing about because the judge said it's only worth $12 million. Now, here's the truth of it. The parking lot is worth $12 million, okay? That property is probably worth somewhere between $400 and $600 million. Houses in Palm Beach, that area, sell for $100 million.
Lots are going for $200 million.
They based this on a tax assessment. Now, for anybody that owns a home knows that the tax assessment is usually, in some places, 80-90% less.
You wouldn't want that to be the total value of your home.
No, of course not. But that's done because the tax base is lower.
You don't have to be a billionaire or even a multimillionaire to realize that Donald Trump has properties that are worth more than $10 billion. And this whole idea of who has he defrauded $250 million?
Well, they're not saying. So what's so weird about different about the New York statute is where in most states you'd have to show harm to a victim, a bank, insurance company, whoever. In New York, that's not the law. So there's no one was harmed. All the loans were repaid, and none of these banks brought any kind of actions against Donald Trump saying you fraudulently induced us to commit for the loan. None of that happened. This trial started now. The one on the civil case in New York, it's going to be over with by Christmas. And then the appeals start, and that'll take years. On the criminal cases, there are some of the defendants are going to trial October 23rd. Kenneth Chesborough and Sidney Powell. They're going to trial in Fulton County in 23 days. Or 22 days. Those trials are going in 3 weeks. Now, when will it go to President Trump? Probably after the first of the year, but before the election. So I think you'll see two major trials, three. The civil case in New York that's going on right now. The RICO case in Fulton County, Georgia, will be tried, I think, before the election. And I think the January 6th case or the documents case out of Florida, one of the two will go to trial as well. This is a shot to eliminate this guy from being president.